Okay, I think we're live. Live and in living. Whoa! That's not good. Let's try to do this better. All right, now we're live, and that doesn't look right. Can't make a U-turn here, of course, so I gotta go all over the place. I pulled over, which was a responsible thing to do, while I was fidgeting around with all my gear here. And everyone's driving a little nutty, not just me. But before we get too far into this, ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! That's right, it's Christmas morning for another half hour or so. Not sure the exact time, but I know it's before noon. I just pulled over in Jean, and there's a casino here, Terrible's Casino. Not that it's a terrible casino, but it's called Terrible's for some reason. I guess there's a chain of Chevron stations and hotels called Terrible Herbst. And anyway, that was the big landmark at Jean Good Springs. Now I'm back on the I-15 and heading southwest towards Los Angeles. The sign says 240 miles to Los Angeles. The town of Prim, Nevada is about 11 miles from here, and that's basically the state line. I figure the more I try live streaming, even if no one's watching, the better I'm going to get at it. And maybe it's good that fewer people are watching right now so I can practice more. But it's kind of fun, you know. In a way, it's like talking to yourself, but with the chance that at some point somebody somewhere might hear what you're saying. As you can see, I'm wearing some Christmas stuff, red t-shirt and my 49ers Santa hat. The 49ers have a big game tonight against the Baltimore Ravens. And the Baltimore Ravens are a great team. And the Niners are a great team. So it should be a good game. And I just hope nobody gets hurt. I know they'll both be playing very physical and very tough. So Monday Night Football on Christmas Monday should be a good one. I don't know if you're actually able to hear me or not. I know when you're driving, cell signal can drop in and out and things can get digitized. Audio can get corrupted. I did put my little microphone on this time to try to minimize the bad audio. This car, my trusty Element, has a very noisy passenger compartment. It's probably not the most airtight. There's some rattles. But it makes up for that by being dependable, good mileage, very versatile, and it's spunky. You know, it just wants to go. 2003 Honda Element EX, and I've had very few problems. I blew the transmission on one of my trips to Barker Ranch, and then I got a new rebuilt transmission, and I raised it a few inches because the trip up Goler Wash to Barker Ranch really taught me that this car was not really good for off-roading. And we made a few little adjustments. I worry that if I had a real serious off-road vehicle, I would get myself into a lot of trouble. So that's why I love the Element. It's versatile, and it's, it can cover a lot of ground, and you can sleep in it. It's very secure, it's very safe. I have good visibility, good acceleration. On some of my trips, I've passed Corvettes, Porsches, Ferraris, and it's kind of funny seeing an Element kind of whiz by exotic sports car like that, but it's a strange world we live in. Let's see now. So do you want me to talk to you for a whole 5 hours while I drive home? Raise your hand if you want me to talk the whole time. Okay, nobody raised their hand. So to be consistent with all my other live streams, except for my first one, I had one live viewer on my first one who was Wanda Becky Jean, aka Wanna Wander, and I follow her on her channel, and she was very supportive, but I don't think she could tune in to this channel because I don't know how to announce it ahead of time. That's something I need to learn how to do also. Oh my gosh, somebody is watching. That's pretty funny. Well, again, another thing I have to learn how to do is get some kind of a setup where I have a bigger screen that I can see who's talking or making comments or interacting, and I can interact back. But right now it's kind of a one-way conversation. So we're driving southwest on the I-15, got about 4 or 5 hours ahead of us. Beautiful day, it's sunny out, clear skies, a little cloud cover, a little chill, which is good. You get better mileage when it's not 120 degrees out. Your tires last longer. Everything's better when it's a little bit more temperate, let's say. And this car, I have a trip meter on right now, but I think I'm about 220,000 miles on it. And it probably wants to run another 220,000 miles. So that's what we're doing. We had a little breakfast this morning, a quick hit and run. I spent the last couple days with my son Joey, had a wonderful visit. I helped him set up his new bed, and so he had a really good night's sleep last night. Very happy to have a new bed. We had a very low-key Christmas, which is the best kind. Just relaxing and hanging out, sharing space, catching up. Had a little Chinese food, and I hope you had a good Christmas Eve night. And even if you've been naughty, I hope Santa takes care of you this year. Because what is naughty anyway? That's a value judgment. And some people might think one thing is naughty, and other people might think that's nice. So as long as you've done your best, you haven't gone out of your way to hurt other people or screw them over, and in the bottom of your heart you're a good human being, then I'm sure you're nice. So I don't know, I'm approaching Primm, Nevada right now, home of Buffalo Bills and Whiskey Pete's, and we're going to blow right by it because we got a full tank of gas, and we're going to cross the California border in a minute. I will probably sign off because I should probably pay attention. It's going to be a long drive and I shouldn't be fidgeting around, but I love you people. Thank you for supporting my channel. I think I'm getting very close to 1,000 subscribers, which was always a milestone I wanted to hit. I've got to figure a way how to get my view hours up higher. That's my next goal to start working on, along with improving my live streaming abilities. So if you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to drop a comment in here. If there's a place you want me to explore, you know, give me some feedback. If there's a type of video you want me to do, can't guarantee you that I'll do it, but I'd like to hear your input. I keep going like that because my ears are popping. I must have very low pressure in my brain because my ears pop very easily. That's why I have my gum, always have gum here. I think we're hitting some traffic, so you'll notice how much quieter it gets once we slow down here. This is interesting. We passed Prim. You might be able to see some structure back there. And we're heading across the border right now, but traffic is slowing down. So that's not a good sign. That a little traffic here this early in the trip could add hours on the other end. So let me see if I can, what can I do here? Okay. I thought there was a way to flip the camera around. So that's another thing I can learn how to do. Oh, is this it? There we go. That's what's in front of us. And off to the right, that really bright light, that's a tower at the solar energy plant. I think we explored that area in, I think it was episode or volume 6 back in 2019 or early 2020. And that was the episode where I lost my drone. And by some strange miracle, I drove back out a few days later and found it. That was pretty amazing. So off we go into the